Manchester City have been charged with breaking financial fair play rules around 100 times over a 9-year period. It is important to remember that during this period they won the Premier League 3 times. Clubs must only spend money they have earned according to the Premier League's financial fair play guidelines. Clubs may be able to get around this by disguising or exaggerating their spending or income amounts. Allegedly, City did not fully disclose the financial remunerations that were made to one of their managers over a 4-year period. There is a rumor that Roberto Mancini had a hidden contract and was being paid significantly more than was disclosed. Man City is also accused by the Premier League of breaking UEFA's financial fair play regulations during a 5-year period. Additionally, they claim that Man City hasn't cooperated completely with the Premier League's inquiry. For Man City, this is a really severe issue. Man City has previously maintained its innocence whenever UEFA has conducted an investigation against them. They were given a 2-season European competition suspension and a £26.8 million fine by UEFA in February 2020. Man City appealed that decision to an arbitration court where their sanction was lowered to £8.9 million. In terms of their current punishment, the Premier League's rules allow for a points deduction or even the prospect of expulsion. However, many football insiders are thinking that Man City will just receive a fine and a small points deduction. If City is found to have violated rules over the course of 9 seasons, many Premier League clubs want them to be demoted. Top-flight clubs believe that retroactively stripping City of its titles would be pointless and confusing, but a fine is also unlikely to have much of an impact. It remains to be seen what will happen with City regarding these charges, but one thing is that this will not be a quick process. Joao Concelo, a defender for Man City, is said to have been accused of betraying head coach Pep Guardiola and would allegedly never play for the club again. Cancelo has excelled for Man City over the past several years, becoming one of the Premier League's top fullbacks in the process. But after the World Cup, he dropped down the lineup, and before going on loan to Bayern Munich, he was an inactive substitute for a string of league games. For an estimated £61 million, the Bundesliga team will have the option to sign Cancelo permanently in the summer. After it was said that Cancelo and Guardiola got into a furious bust-up, and Cancelo was let go from the team. This allegedly happened when he didn't start the FA Cup match against Arsenal. Cancelo is not likely to play for Man City again after sealing a stunning loan-to-buy switch to Bayern Munich, according to a Football Insider article. According to their report, the defender's relationship with Guardiola and his coaching staff has deteriorated, and difficulties have reportedly been building up behind the scenes. None of the parties involved, according to the article, expect him to return to his parent club this summer, or, in fact, to play for them again. A different report claims that something crucial happened at Man City that resulted in the loan move being finalized. This information was obtained by Sport Witness. Cancelo's departure was reportedly striking and nearly personal after Guardiola assisted in making him the greatest fullback in the world. Cancelo is charged with being extremely unappreciative and betraying his mentor in the weeks before leaving Manchester City. During his press conference last week, Guardiola steadfastly refrained from using the word bad in relation to Cancelo. Haaland to leave Man City as his anger with Guardiola sees their relationship crack. According to reports, Erling Haaland is prepared to leave Manchester City because of his very distant relationship with Pep Guardiola, who has created a bad atmosphere. This season, Haaland has been in outstanding goal-scoring form with the Premier League champions. In just 27 appearances for them this season in all competitions, he has scored 31 goals. Despite this, Man City chase Arsenal in the fight for the championship, and some have brashly said that Haaland has made Man City weaker this season. According to the Spanish publication Nacional, Haaland and Guardiola's relationship is starting to crack. According to the article, Guardiola is having a challenging season because a number of players accused him of being the main culprit for the negative atmosphere that is currently being felt. After that, they make mention of Joao Concelo becoming tired of Guardiola prior to his loan transfer to Bayern Munich last month. At the same time, Bernardo Silva is allegedly planned to leave in the near future. However, the huge shock is that Haaland and Guardiola have a very distant relationship. They make the assumption that this is because he is extremely uncomfortable with the style of play presented by City after adding up the facts. This might end up triggering an unsalvageable split with Guardiola and his subsequent exit. The article continues. Naturally, Nacional goes on to say that Real Madrid is extremely sensitive to Haaland's position and has links to them. For Real Madrid, whose president Florentino Perez believes that the forward is the best possible successor for Karim Benzema, the player's anger with Guardiola is great news.